something like a bird within her sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for coming, y'all.
gonna say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending, unnecessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You drain me dry, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone, and I'm fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Does it kill? Does it burn? Is it painful to learn that it's me who has all the control? Does it thrill? Does it sting when you feel what I bring and you wish that you had me to hold? When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Are you ready for some Potters baseball? Potters baseball brought to you by Stones Broadcast Networks. And now for the play-by-play, here is Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Mark the Phantom Lowe indeed here, along with my pal over there, Evan the Engineer. Luke Statwalker sitting in with us as we get ready for this one between the Potters and the California Tigers, the second of a two-game series. The Potters won last night 7-3, 7 runs on 10 hits. The Tigers, 3 runs. They had 13 hits last night, and for the first time, or one of the only times this season, the Potters win directly, I think, related to their defensive output. They turned 2 double plays and had about 3 or 4 web gems, all with runners on base, that kept the Tigers at bay, and Drew Brown was able to grab his second win of the season. His first 3 innings a little rocky. He gave up 6 hits and 2 runs, but then his last 2 innings he gave up a single and struck out all 6 of the outs in those 2 innings, and so he ended up with a pretty nice line. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, and 8 strikeouts. And more critically, he did not walk a batter. He did not hit a batter. So no free passes in that game last night for the right-hander Drew Brown. And Potters will try to do more of the same. Jack Guffrin, a newcomer out of Granite Bay High School and Sierra College, will be our starter tonight. Big right-hander out on the mound, getting his warm-up tosses completed. And let's, if we can, Evan the Engineer, let's take a look at the batting order for the California Tigers. Newcomer Chase Christensen is going to lead it off. Berkowitz, who played yesterday. Cantor was tough. He had 2 hits yesterday. Charlie Malton is a newcomer. So is Nathaniel Hurley. Brent Martin, a hit last night. Maria with 3 hits last night. Jimmy Radler and Max Guillieri is out in center field batting ninth. Isaiah Williams, the right-hander, will be the pitcher for the California Tigers. But right now it is Jack Guffrin on the mound, and behind the plate is Cooper Smith for the Potters. We'll go over that defensive alignment in just a minute here. And Christensen, who we've seen on different teams over the past couple of years, will take over as Guffrin's first pitch is inside for a ball, 1-0. First pitch at 6:36. So we're pretty much on target here today. Next pitch is a little bit high, 2-0. It's a Wine and Wiener Wednesday, so great crowd out here in the line for the hot dog stand. I'll just tell you, Evan, the engineer, went out there and had to come back. Said the line's too long. I can't stay out there. I got business to do. And I was happy that he recognized he had a job. There's a 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. But hopefully he'll be able to grab one of his, because he does like the hot dog. And he does like the bacon-wrapped hot dog, which is a specialty tonight. And only comes out on Wine and Wiener Wednesdays. 2-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball is down low, 3-1. Good crowd out here tonight. Going to check out the second of the 2-game series. Like I said, last night a very entertaining ball game. Potters fell behind 1-0, tied it up behind 2-1, and then put 5 runs up at the third inning to give them a little bit of cushion, but they needed it all night. That one is a little bit too high, and we've got a base on balls. So we talked about Drew Brown last night not walking any batters. Guffrin walks the first batter he's faced. Not sure when the last time Jack was on the mound throwing, so he might take a couple of minutes to get acclimated here. And he'll take on Connor Berkovich, who was the DH tonight, was the center fielder last night, and comes out of Los Medanos Junior College. He was 2 for 4 on the night last night and got himself a walk as well. So he's up here with nobody out, and the first pitch is just a little outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Christensen over at first base. Short lead over there. There's the next pitch, and it's grounded foul. If we can, Evan the engineer, let's put that defensive alignment up for your Lincoln Potters. We've got Mays Madsen out in left field today. Lopez is back in center and Dobson in right. Shane Miller back at third base. Farron Bland in the lineup at short. Carson Moore at second and Ty McGraw over at first. Cooper Smith behind the plate. And the newcomer, Jack Guffrin, is on the mound. And he will throw it over to first base to Ty McGraw to try to get Christensen to pull back a little bit. Oh, I see. Luke Statwalker doing the honorable thing, getting himself some quesadillas. I'm hoping to get some of those later. And then the nice tacos for our guy, Evan the engineer. Those are very nice looking. Oh, man. They were a big hit yesterday, on Taco Tuesday, which unfortunately yesterday was the last one of the season. But we have more Wine and Wiener Wednesdays, so stay tuned for those. Or better yet, come out for those. Come out and experience it in person. Just come in the gates, go to the third base side, and keep walking until you run into the line. 1-2. Berkovich takes outside, 2-2. Right about 86 for Jack. Out of Granite Bay High School and now at Sierra College. The Wolverines in the Big 8 Conference. Just getting started here, and a great night for baseball. Good lead over there by Christensen. He's going to take off. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Kind of got himself into a good rhythm there, and he was going the right way when Guffrin delivered the pitch, so he decided he'd keep going. But with 2 strikes, Berkovich has to protect, and Connor took a cut and fouled it back to the screen, and so he'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We had I think it's a softball team that's where we had our first pitch person. I'll have to check with Willie. We had a great first pitch person, the coach of the softball team, and she went out there and she just gunned a strike. Just impressive as heck. So, you never know. You're going to get all kinds of things here. Great first pitches. Well, I'm sure Piper the Peacock, I don't think he has the night off. He's probably going to be out here. Has popped up out of play. I just saw it since, I find most of my stuff out when I go into the restroom because they have all the posters up there, that the last night of the season on Saturday, July 25th, Fan Appreciation Night, as you will, the first 500 fans, I did not know this, the first 500 fans had Daniel Susac trading card, baseball card. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I did not know. I will speak to people. We should bump that up. Yeah, 750. We got to go 1,000. We're going to have 1,000 people out here. It's the last night of the season, the regular season. And it's Daniel Susac, Potter legend, Potter Hall of Famer, if my Hall of Fame ever gets off the ground. Inside, ball 4. Or did he get hit with the pitch? So we've got 2 on and nobody out. And Noah Cantor, who was dangerous yesterday, had an RBI double his first time, an RBI single his second time, and then flied out a couple times deep in right and in center. And then his last at bat, he had a pop up the pitcher caught. So all over the place was Noah last night out of UOP. He was 2 for 5 and drove in 2. And he's up here with a chance to do some damage early on. The Tigers scored in the first inning last night. Look to do the same here. And he's in there for a strike. Took a little bit off that at 77, and Cantor lets it go. Charlie Malton, another newcomer to the lineup. Second baseman in the portal, is on deck. That's another good pitch right on the same spot. At 86 this time, and he got the call 0-2 on Cantor. Christensen at second and Berkovich over at first. Just getting started. People just filing in. We got people milling around. We got a big line out for the hot dogs. $2 off hot dogs. Line drive, right center field. That's in for a base hit. Coming around third is Christensen. Lopez picks it up. His throw is going to be cut off by McGraw, and scoring easily is Chase Christensen. So Cantor continues his hot streak. His third run batted in the series. Berkovich goes all the way over to third. First hit of the game is the first run of the game for the California Tigers, and they've got first and third to run in, and still nobody out. And now Charlie Malton comes to the plate. Charlie, a right-handed hitter. Tigers got the old orange jerseys today with the blue shirts underneath. It looks pretty sharp look. It's a very tigerish looking color. Ground out towards shortstop. Bland bobbles. He won't be able to get anybody. Aaron Bland was going into the double play toss to second. Didn't get the handle. It'll be an error. Malton would get an RBI because Berkovich was scoring anyway. But it's an error on the shortstop. And runners now at first and second. 2 runs in. And Nathaniel Hurley is the hitter. Nathaniel, catcher out of Yuba College, as Cooper Smith goes out to talk to Guffman. Taylor-made double play ball, but Bland either took his eyes off it or had an in-between hop. And the result is first and second, and still nobody out in the inning. Brent Martin, who was 1 for 5 yesterday in the on-deck circle, he bats sixth for the Tigers tonight. But right now it's Nathaniel Hurley wearing number 7. Right-hander against right-hander. Potter's just trying to get an out here and get some semblance of order. Lined out into center field. Lopez is on. He will make the catch. There's no tag. And that's a quick out right there. Hurley hit it sharply, but right to Jordy Lopez. And so with 1 out, Potters have the double play in order for Brent Martin. Left-hand inning third baseman. We said 1 for 5 yesterday. He comes to us from Cosumnes River College. CRC, the Hawks. Braden Marua, the shortstop who had 3 hits last night, is in the on-deck circle. So big hitter right here with Martin. Hits it high and deep to right field. I think he pulled it a little bit too much, though, and it is a foul ball. But it easily had the distance, did Mr. Martin. As Cooper Smith says, maybe we don't throw that one again. Maybe he said that. 0-1. Sails that one high. 1-1. Perrin Bland at shortstop with the left-hand hitter trying to keep the runner. That is Cantor close at second base. Shane Miller down at third for the Potters tonight. He and Belding were last night's home run hitters. Line drive up the middle, single, base hit. Around third, no, they're going to hold Cantor as Jordy Lopez's throw comes in on a hop to Ty McGraw. Solid single by Martin, loads the bases, second hit of the inning. Cantor at third, Malton at second, and now Martin at first. And Braden Marua is the hitter. And as we said, Braden last night 3 for 4. He had a double and 2 singles. And he's up here with the bases loaded and 1 out here. 2 runs already in for the Tigers. Efren in the stretch. Delivers ground route to shortstop. Bland has it to second for 1. He's got to hurry. First base, no, the throw gets by, and another run will score. So 1 run scored, that's Cantor, and now Malton comes around. Martin was retired. Marua is on. An error is charged on the second baseman. Second error of the inning. That allows the run to score. The fielder's choice for Marua, and he'll get an RBI. So Marua's at second with 2 outs, and Jimmy Radler is the 8th hitter of the inning. So 2 walks, 2 hits, and 2 errors in the inning lead to 4 runs for the Tigers. That is a little bit high. I think Carson Moore's throw to first was a little bit hurried. I don't think the ball got to him from Perrin Bland as quickly. It was underhand toss, and I think Carson thought he had to make up some time and consequently threw it a little bit too low, and McGraw could not come up with it. Hit right back to the pitcher off the glove. Moore comes in, picks it up, and tries to throw to first. He ran into the umpire. He knocked the umpire down, so obviously time is out. Umpire, I thought, is going to be okay. So I don't know what the call is on that. The umpire, when the ball hits him, usually it's dead, but I don't think I've ever seen a player run into the umpire yet. I think the only fair thing, and I'll make this rule up on the spot, is to do a do-over. because I don't know that he would have had the guy at first base as the ball went off the pitcher's glove. But we'll see what happens here. Moving to third on the play, it was Marua. But let's see. I think they're going to say runner is safe at first. I believe is going to be the play. There's nothing really you could have done. Nothing Carson could have done. There's nothing the umpire could have done. So Rattler's going to get himself an infield single. Third hit of the inning. And the ninth batter of the inning is Max Gillieri, who came on late last night and was 1 for 2. Came on in the sixth inning, singled and scored in the sixth, then struck out in the seventh. So Max was 1 for 2 yesterday. He comes to us from West Valley College, and he has a chance to really put the fingerprints on this one. Is first and third and 2 outs, and he swings and fouls it off. Somehow gets over the screen. Over here. Oh, he's the Dueling Dogs batter. So we got to see him in the first inning, and he's batting ninth. If he strikes out, half off Dueling Dogs. Then at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill with our guy, Curtis the Beer Man. Hits it high in the air to right field. Dobson has room and will make the catch. So the Potters give up 4. We come to the bottom of the first inning. Tigers 4, Potters coming to bat.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the first inning, Potters with a little bit of a hill to climb. They trail it 4-0. Isaiah Williams is the pitcher for the Tigers, and he'll face Jordy Lopez. At .475 is Jordy Lopez with 19 runs batted in and a home run out of Elk Grove, California. And he's going to hopefully get the Potters started on the road back here. Hits it high in the air to right field. It's a foul ball. Giving chase is Rattler. And he makes the diving play. Does he make the catch? He does. What a play by former Potter, Jimmy Rattler, going into that bullpen area, and it's treacherous in there, and he pulls down the out. So 1 out, and here's Carson Moore. Carson followed by Ty McGraw, then Shane Miller, Mason Belding, Perrin Bland, Cooper Smith, Mays Madsen, and Brady Dobson for the Potters. Rattler in right field. We'll get the rest of that defensive alignment as soon as Isaiah throws this pitch. I just got handed food, so I have to. Oh, 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 oh. She brought us some cinnamon rolls, and she said there's 6. Oh my gosh. And there's 6 dozen in the clubhouse, so I think I'm going to the clubhouse and getting the 6 dozen. More at 293. Swings and misses. Williams, I don't have a. We had a pitcher that was 6'7" last night. I think he's pretty close, maybe 6'5", something like that. More swings and misses, and he is out on strikes. So 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the first inning. And that will bring up Ty McGraw. McGraw, 228, 2 home runs, 5 batted in. Family hopefully is here. Let's take a look over there. Yeah. Saw Mom yesterday. I wish she'd come back so she could sign my tie-dye baseball. Ty takes the ball, 1-0. 85 from Williams. That is a little bit too high. So it's 2-0. Isaiah Williams from Tennessee Wesleyan University. And he has got a great play by Rattler and had a strikeout for the first 2 outs in the inning here. McGraw swings and misses at that breaking ball. Luke Stoutwalker clocked that breaking ball watching Isaiah Williams on the warm-up. Said, not a lot of movement on that pitch. Of course, that was before he had the quesadilla and the cinnamon roll. And swings and misses, same pitch, same result, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, first inning. Fastball. Everybody in the Tigers went into the dugout, but unfortunately the umpire did not sanction that, so it is 3-2. A little bit outside with that one, so umpire's going to hold his ground. Swings and misses off-speed pitch. He's going to get down to first base, and the throw will get him. So a good inning by the left-hander Isaiah Williams. We'll go to the bottom. Or actually, let's take off the bottom of the first and go to the top of the second with the Tigers up 4-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of
Top of the second inning, it'll be at the top of the order, Chase Christensen, then Connor Berkovich and Noah Cantor against Jack Guffrin out for his second inning. And Stoutwalker and I are currently in an argument over the most popular mascot because Isaiah Williams, the left-hander for the Tigers, is from Tennessee Wesleyan. They are the Bulldogs, and he says the Bulldogs are the most popular. I said, no, it's Falcons, it's Cougars, or it's Eagles. The Bulldog is the most widely represented college mascot in Division I, followed by the Tigers in second. Okay, across all divisions, animal mascots dominate with the Eagles and Cougars. They forgot the Falcons, but other than that, okay, so I'll give you a little bit of props, but again, I'm talking all divisions. But Bulldog, okay. All right. Inside for a ball. I like that because we can both claim victory. That's good. I like those questions where we can both claim victory. Christensen got a base on balls his first time up. Scored the first of 4 runs for the Tigers. Hits it right back to the mound off the glove of Gufford. He'll pick it up and he'll throw it to first for the out. So a much better start to the second inning with the out recorded 1-3. And with 1 out, here's Connor Berkovich. Connor also walked and scored back in the first inning out of Los Medanos Junior College. Connor has at least 1 fan, so that's nice. Christian Pulisic is here. Well, probably not, but I think he's a little, it's just, no, it's not him. There's a jersey. Of course, I guess he wouldn't wear his own jersey to the game if he came, would he? No. Or maybe he would, I don't know. 1-0 on Connor. Nice looking fastball in there for a strike. Tigers already with a right-hander warming up down in their bullpen. I guess Isaiah Williams was too impressive, and so they said, you better sit down. Papa Jack, here's a lifted out toward shortstop. Bland comes in, makes the catch for the out. Papa Jack from Papa's Coffee Company. Coffee Company downstairs, I don't think they're out there, but Papa Jack is here. Oh, they're all, see, that's what I love about them. If they're not working, they're fanning. That's fantastic. Season ticket holders. And if you come out on Saturday, which is the next home game, that's the 4th of July, obviously. If you have your tickets, then you're coming. If you don't have your tickets, you're not. I'm sure that Papa will be out here. Even if they're not selling, Papa will be right in his seat right there. 96 is the new 83, and he makes it work. Here's Cantor. Swings and misses. Noah with the RBI single back in the first inning. He is 3 for 6 with 3 runs batted in for the series. Comes to us from University of the Pacific down in Stockton, the Tigers. Now the closest Bulldogs I think we have to us here, Division I would be Fresno State, right? Okay. Not a lot of Bulldogs in California at that level. 1-1 on Cantor. If he reaches, Charlie Malton would be next. Jack Gufford out of Granite Bay High School. And that one's popped up. Carson Moore, no, that's going to get out to center field to Jordy Lopez. And he'll make the catch. So Gufford, a really nice inning number 2. We'll go to the bottom of the second, still trailing 4-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities. An amazing team helped us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of inning number 2 from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the Engineer. Luke Stoutwalker sitting in with us and checking on stuff and trying to see how much food we're going to get. He got the part of the cinnamon roll that got delivered, and he's obviously looking around. We got also Paige, the intern field event coordinator, brought in vanilla caramel cake or something that she made herself, and she made the caramel. It's homemade. It's tremendous. It's just amazing. And it shot her up the intern rankings. She was down at number 5, I think, and now she's at number 2, behind only JPL. She jumped over Max, and I don't know if he realized it yet. And Shane Miller, who was yesterday's player of the game with a home run and a RBI double, will be the first hitter here in the second. Mason Belding, also homering yesterday, is behind him, and then Perrin Bland, the first right-handed hitter in the lineup for the Potters. That's outside, a little bit too low. So fortunate for Isaiah Williams, the big 6'6" left-hander out of Tennessee Wesleyan. 1-3 in his college season last year. Gets to face a lot of left-handed hitters, Perrin Bland, and I think that Cooper Smith will. Yeah, Perrin Bland is it. This Cooper Smith bats left and throws right. 2-2 to Shane. He takes that one, and it's a ball, 3-2. Out of Gilbert, Arizona, and University of New Mexico. 2 hits, 3 runs scored, 2 driven in, and the home run yesterday. Got him player of the game honors. And that's ball 4. First base runner is via the base on balls. And here is Mason Belding, another big left-handed hitter. Mason coming to us out of Grass Valley, California, Del Oro High School, and Louisiana State University, batting at .257. He has a home run, and he has driven in 8 runs. That home run was last night. It was what they call a prodigious blast to right center field. He's up here with nobody out. And that one misses high. So Williams having a little trouble finding it after a 1-2-3 first inning, which included a tremendous catch by Jimmy Radler in right field, going all the way into the Potters bullpen for a diving play. Then a couple of strikeouts for Williams. That looked pretty good, but it's a ball, 2-0. Just a little bit outside. Little perk there, the strike zone. Evan the Engineer finds a way to get that on the screen. Swings and misses. 2-1. Belding with a pretty darn good cut right there. Perrin Bland is on deck. The Potters shortstop tonight. Drops that one in there beautifully for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2. Potters tomorrow take off for Healdsburg. They'll take on the Prune Packers in a PEL matchup. Then Friday, no game. And then, of course, Saturday, the West Coast Kings of the opposition for 4th of July. Hit well but foul to right field and should end up on top of the VIP area out there. And then on Sunday, we will welcome for the first time the Healdsburg Prune Packers here to McBean Stadium. Saturday's game is 6:05. That's fireworks. That's 4th of July. You already know about that. Sunday's game also 6:05. And your first chance to see the Prune Packers. There goes the runner. Pitches, check swing, did not go, and the throw is way late. And Miller steals it easily. Pretty easy to steal. He got a good jump, and it was an off-speed pitch. And so Hurley behind the plate really didn't have much to work with. Fortunately for the Potters, it was out of the strike zone. Runs the count on Mason Belding to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Check swing, and in ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out here in the second for the Potters, and that will bring up Perrin Bland. Bland at .431. He's had a tremendous summer. 3 home runs and 22 runs batted in, tied for the lead in homers, and I believe he still leads the team in RBI. He shows a bunt and bunts it foul back to the screen. Out of Meridian, Mississippi. Went to Chipola College last year and is looking for his next destination for the next school year. Dad is the mayor of Meridian, Mississippi. Oh, and 1. Fouls that one back to the screen. So his dad's the mayor, so if this was like Game of Thrones, he would be the mayor next, but that doesn't work that way here. And I don't think his dad made it a point, Mercy Bland III made it a point that Perrin doesn't like it being talked about the son of the mayor. So he said we could call him P, though, so that's good, but we don't talk about that mayor stuff. Mom was out here as well. She brought goodies. So just a great family. 0-2. Swings and misses, ball outside. So Bland is the strikeout victim for the first out of the inning, and Cooper Smith will be the hitter. Potter's catcher hitting at .269, and he has driven in 8 runs. He hails from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Utah Tech University. Cooper up here with 2 on, but now 1 out in the bottom of inning number 2. Potters have some to make up. They trail this one 4-0. Cooper takes inside for a ball. Cooper followed by Mays Madsen back in the lineup out in left field tonight. Another left-handed hitter. And that is also high and inside. So 2-0. Williams at 85 with that fastball. Great crowd out here for Wine and Wiener Wednesday. 3-0. A little unorthodox title, but man, the people come out and the people get $2 off the hot dogs. They get $2 off wine pours, half off, I think, on the sangria. So there's a lot of incentive out here. He went around, that's 3-1. So you've got a lot to do at home. You got wine, you can have specials, you can get yourself some sangria, grill yourself up some hot dogs. A lot of ways to participate from home as you listen to the broadcast and watch it, as Evan the engineer sends you the pictures. Here's the 3-1. That is in there for a strike. 3-2 now on Cooper Smith. Fouls it off. Keeps the drama, keeps the tension, ratcheting it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Miller at second base, Belding over at first. And Cooper Smith in the batter's box against Isaiah Williams. Sun is really wreaking havoc on the left side of the field. He slices that down the left field line. That should get foul, and it does. Left fielder, that's Cantor, and then Rua at short, and also Martin at third are having to fight that Sun for probably about another, I would say another 45 minutes, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. Full count again on Cooper Smith. Straight away, medium deep. Fouls that one off as well. So Williams keeps coming with the strikes and Smith keeps spoiling him. And he'll get himself another try at 3-2 as patrons come back with a big smile on their face and 2 big hot dogs in their hand. So that's the way it's working on a Wine and Wiener Wednesday. The wieners are down the left field line, the wine's down the right field line. That's the way we like to keep it. And that's outside, ball 4. So 3 walks have loaded the bases with 1 out. And a good at bat by Cooper Smith as he fouled off a bunch of pitches. And now we're going to have the fastest manager in the world who always runs out to the mound. Looks like Vance Moe. As just a little pat on the back, just okay. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. As Vance Moe now sitting down, so nobody working up right now. Bases loaded. Here comes Mays Madsen out of the St. George, Utah area, known for hiking and skiing and golf. Found that out with the great Tom Maley when he was in here, wreaking havoc all over our broadcast. He was fascinated by the place. Mays shows bunt, pulls it back. It's a strike. He has bunted successfully a couple of times this season, but he does have the bases loaded here. And 1 out. Shows bunt again, pulls it back, 1-1. So that's going to be a force at the plate, and unless he's got third baseman, that's Brent Martin, he's coming in. Chase Christensen over at first is playing in. No bunt, swing and a miss, 1-2. Brady Dobson, the number 9 hitter, another left-hander for the Potters on deck. Madsen fouls it back to the screen. Missed the camera by a little. He'll get another chance at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Potters with the dark blue uniforms today. The Tigers going with orange and white. A little blue, a little splash of blue as well. It's grounded down to first base. That's a fair ball. Steps on the bag and throws to second. And obviously safe at second, but out at first base. Madsen's going to get the RBI as Miller scores. Moves the runners up to second and third. Madsen with his 10th run batted in. It's a 4-1 ball game. Potters still without a hit. And here's Brady Dobson. So Madsen had 2 strikes. He had to get the bat on the ball, and he did. And he hit it good position because Christensen, who was playing up, had to go to his left to handle that one by the bag. And it took him out of position. He couldn't make a very strong throw to try to double up the runner at second base. That's lined to left field, and it is a foul ball. Hits in the bullpen area down there. So it's 0-1 on Brady Dobson. 3-13 for Brady, and he has 8 runs batted in. He does have a home run on the season. Out of Stockton, California, went to Lincoln High down there, and now at Cal State Fullerton. He's played first base, he's played right field, he's played left field. He's up here with a chance to bring the Potters a little bit closer. And he'll take high with the fastball at 86 for Williams. I think that's Isaiah's top so far today. Here, Curtis the Beer Man waving to everybody because he's Curtis the Beer Man, so I'll wave back. Outside, nice stop by Hurley, keeping that one from going back to the backstop. As Mason Belding was looking to dash in and score the Potters' second run, was not able to, at least at this time. 2-1 now. Dobson swings and misses. 2-2. Dobson hits that one to left field again, but that is a foul. Cantor playing straightaway left field, medium deep for the left-handed hitting Dobson. Gillieri is straightaway and deep in center. In right field, Radler is pretty deep as well against Brady Dobson. 2 balls and 2 strikes now against the Potters right fielder. Top of the order, Jordy Lopez would be next if Brady keeps it going here in the second inning. Inside, that gets away. Belding didn't see it, so he's going to have to stay. He couldn't. He was trying to look right through. His angle is right through the catcher. He could not see how far the ball got away, so probably the best idea was to do nothing on that one. And he lives to fight another day. A 3-ball, 2-strike count now on Brady Dobson. That might have been probably the sun is affecting Mason's vision as well over there running. Check swing inside and high, ball 4. As the 4th walk of the inning. Loads the bases again, and this time for Jordy Lopez. Jordy flied to right his first time up. He is out of Elk Grove, California, and he's batting .475 with 19 runs batted in. He does have a home run, does Jordy Lopez. And he could bring the Potters much closer here as they trail it 4-1. Pops it up left side. Left fielder comes in. Third baseman goes out. Shortstop calls for it. Nobody catches it. And 2 runs will score. All 3 got out there. It looked like Marua was calling him off at shortstop. At the last moment, he backed off, and Lopez is going to have himself 2 runs batted in on a single. He'll move Dobson to third. Smith scores, and so does Belding. That's the first hit for the Potters. And Lopez picks up 2 more runs batted in. Gives him 21 on the season. And here's Carson Moore. So we talked about the sun, and that time it just wreaked havoc on the left side of the Tiger defense, and Isaiah Williams is going to come out. A new pitcher coming in. We'll have his name for you, his total identity for you when we come back. Right now it's Tigers 4, Potters 3.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
New pitcher is Vance Moe out of Sacramento City College. He is wearing number 51. He will take on Carson Moore. Lopez is at second base. And at third is Brady Dobson. Moore struck out his first time against Williams, and he takes a fastball outside at 85 from Vance Moe. 4 walks and a sun-aided double for the Potters here in the second, and they have closed within 4-3. That one is low and inside, 2-0. Now on Carson Moore, hitting .293, coming in with 11 RBI. Chops that one foul. Down the first base line. 2-1 on Carson out of Cameron Park, California, and San Diego State University. Fastball, nice looking pitch in there for a strike. 85 from Vance Moe. Evens the count up 2-2 on Carson. Chopper out towards second base. Moulton he's going to have to hurry. He throws it away. 2 runs will score. And the Potters take the lead. So a tough inning for the Tigers. Be no RBI for Carson Moore. Dobson and Lopez both score. First error of the game for the Tigers. And it'll bring up Ty McGraw. 9th batter of the inning. Ty struck out back in the first inning. Left-hand hitting first baseman out of Gardendale, Alabama. Inside all the way back to the backstop. Wild pitch will allow Carson Moore to get to second base. So the Tigers with 4 walks in the inning and now an error. And the Sun-aided double. And all adds up to 5 runs for the Potters. And now Ty McGraw. A 1-ball, no strike count. Lines it into left field. That will be over the head of the left fielder and will one-hop the fence. McGraw will motor on into second with an RBI double, and the Potters have scored 6 times here in the second inning to take a 6-4 lead. That was a hit by Ty McGraw, his 6th RBI. The Potters have batted around here in the inning. And that will bring up Shane Miller, who started all off with a walk a couple of minutes ago. And the left-handed hitting third baseman steps in. Shane up to 333 with a home run and 6 batted in. Ty McGraw really connected with that one. A line shot over the head of Noah Cantor in left field. That one's hit high in the left center, slicing away from Guillieri in center. He won't get there. He'll pick it up, but it won't be in time to keep Shane Miller from sliding into second base with an RBI double. McGraw scores. Potters have scored 7 times in the inning. And they lead at 7-4, and Mason Belding coming to the plate. And Shane Miller continues his hot streak. He gets his 7th run batted in and 3rd in the last, I'd say, 25 hours or so. Here's Mason Belding. Belding walked earlier in the inning and scored. Potters with 3 hits now in the ball game. All doubles. 0-1 on Mason Belding. 257 with 8 runs batted in. He has McGraw at the second base, a chopper down to third. Martin has it all the way across the diamond. That's a nice play by Brent Martin to third. But the Potters erupt for 7. We go to the third. They're on top, 7-4.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 3, it'll be Charlie Malton starting us off, and then Nathaniel Hurley and Brent Martin. Charlie reached on an error back in the first inning and scored a run. He is uncommitted at this time as far as college choice is concerned. He's Charlie Maton, M-A-T-O-N on the roster. He's Charlie Malton on today's lineup card. So we go with the lineup card because that's the more recent of the two. Swing and a miss. Jack Guffrin now with a little bit of a cushion as the Potters put 7 up on the board in the second, aided by a couple of walks, and put together 3 doubles. Lined in right field, a base hit just outside the outstretched arm of Carson Moore at second base, and so Charlie Malton has himself a single. That is the 4th hit for the Tigers. I tell you, they had 13 hits yesterday, so these guys can swing the bat. And Nathaniel Hurley, who flied to center field, hit a shot right at Jordy Lopez back in the first inning, will be the hitter. Nathaniel out of Yuba College. Wonder if he wants to go by Nathaniel or Nate or Nathan. Either one. We'll go Nathaniel. Right-handed hitting catcher. Takes a breaking ball and it's a strike. Brent Martin to follow for the Tigers, who fell last night 7-3. That one's hit sharply. That's a fair ball inside the third base line. Down all the way into the corner. Malton going to run to third. He's going to turn the corner and go all the way to the plate. Perrin Bland with the throw on a hop, and he's safe at the plate. And going into third is Nathaniel Hurley. Great job by the Potters to relay to the plate, but just not in time. And Hurley will get credit for an RBI double. Goes to third on the throw. And just like that, the Tigers are back on the board, and it's now 7-5. Perfectly placed hit by Hurley between Miller and the bag at third. And Malton just didn't stop. He got the wave, and he scored the run. And here is Brent Martin, who singled back in the first inning. He is 2 for 6 in the series. Look out, that's inside, 1-0. Potters look like a little stirring going on in the bullpen for them. As Hurley is at third with nobody out. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Nice pull the string there by Guffrin. 1-1. Hits it off the hands to second. Moore will have to go to first. He will, and the run will score. It's now a 7-6 ball game. Martin picks up the RBI. So he didn't hit it well, but hit it right where he needed to, and brought in Hurley from third. And with the bases now clear, Braden Maruo will be the hitter. Braden reached on a fielder's choice back in the first inning, had an RBI, and takes a strike. Braden from Hawaii Pacific University, 3 for 4 last night. Up here with nobody on and 1 out. Swings and misses at that one, 0-2. Great crowd out here on a Wine and Wiener Wednesday, and the line, still a little bit of a line to get $2 off the dogs. Out at Fat Cat Catering. They do a fantastic job. We are so lucky to have them coming out and providing the great hot dog, great quality hot dogs, brats. And tonight, bacon-wrapped hot dogs, which unfortunately Evan the engineer has not been able to get yet because he's kind of busy. Well, he could send one of his minions out there, I think. Maybe talk to Willie. Willie has his tentacles everywhere. That's the guy you want to talk to. He could have a hot dog up here in seconds if he wanted to. Nice pitch. That's outside. Just a little outside. 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Hit well to right center field. On his horse is Jordy Lopez. He makes the diving try. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Jordy Lopez, the magician out in center field. I don't even know how he got there, much less made the catch. But he did both. And it's 2 outs, and Maruya is robbed of at least 2, maybe 3. Maybe if it gets by a sliding Lopez, maybe 4. But it ends up being none, and it's 2 outs. So that brings up Jimmy Radler, who has a nice catch of his own and a single in this game tonight. So yesterday, Jordy Lopez made a critical catch coming in and sliding and making the play. That time, he went all the way from almost left center to right center. And for a left-handed fielder, he went against the grain and made the catch again. Radler fouls it off, 0-1 on Jimmy from Cosumnes River College. Takes the fastball. That's a beautiful pitch, but it missed a little bit inside. 1-1. Radler slices that foul down the first base line. Right at his old Potter mates over there. So it's 1-2. 7-6. We're just in the top of the third inning. A lot of action on a Wine and Wiener Wednesday. Jack Guffrin, the pitcher for the Potters. Isaiah Williams on the hill, and he has been replaced by Vance Moe for the Tigers. High fastball. 87 on that one for Guffrin. Might be his top mark of the night. Right side out of play by Jimmy Radler. So he stays alive at 2-2. If he reaches, that'll be Max Guglieri. The center fielder will get a chance this inning. Tigers with 4 in the first, and they've got 2 here in the third. Potters with 7 in the second. Rake and pitch, call, strike 3. 2 runs for the Tigers in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters 7, Tigers 6.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Bottom of inning number 3, Perrin Bland, Cooper Smith, Mace Madsen against a new pitcher who we think is Carter Dean. That is our guess. Fastball swung on and missed at 88 miles an hour. Bland struck out back in the 2nd inning. So new pitcher, we have a couple of guys without numbers who we're trying to narrow it down. We think it's Carter Dean from Cosumnes River College, throwing an 89 out there. We have a couple other suspects too, so we have to wait and see. We got Luke Statwalker working on it, our on-field reporter. His fastball misses again. 2-1 now on Bland. Barron came in at 431. 3 home runs, 22 batted in. Sharply hit down to third, scooped up over there by Martin. Across the diamond, that's a nice play by Brent Martin over there at third base. To retire Bland at first, and with 1 out, Cooper Smith will be our hitter. The Potters catcher with the base on balls back in the 2nd inning, scored a run in that 7-run inning for the Potters. They achieved that with 3 hits, 4 walks, and an error. It is Carter Dean. We've got confirmation from our on-field guy out of Cosumnes River College. And that went lifted foul down the left field line by Cooper Smith, who's hitting a 269 clip. That went out to the kid zone down there over the grassy knoll area down the left field line. A lot of milling around again as we got a lot of people going out to get those hot dogs, $2 off hot dogs. And again, the bacon wrapped hot dogs. I was thinking about that, Evan the engineer, and here's what my thought is. I mean, if you want to get something done around here, there's 2 people you talk to. Willie Preston's the first one. Ray Garcia is the next one. But here's the problem. If you talk to Ray Garcia and he gets something done for you, well, then at some point in the future, you're going to have to do something for him. You know, you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, that kind of, thing. So he's the mayor, but also a.k.a. the Godfather. So I would go the Preston route if I'm you. Because I don't know if you want to end up Owen Ray. Oh, he'll smile. It'll be a smile, But it'll be, yeah, sure, I'll take care of you. I have no problem. Then someday, and you don't know when that day will come, and it may never come, he may ask you to do a service for him. High fastball. Cooper Smith out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Utah Tech University. The Trailblazers, we've looked that up before. Can't believe Statwalker and his Bulldogs. That's a nice looking pitch, just misses inside. And Smith works the walk, his 2nd of the night. Here's Mace Madsen, who had an RBI ground out back in the 2nd inning, his 10th run batted in of the summer. And he always a threat to bunt, and here comes Martin up at third base. 1 out, 1 on. Madsen comes to us from St. George, Utah, also Utah Tech University. And that throw almost got Cooper Smith leaning the wrong way at first. The tag applied by Chase Christensen was almost in time to retire the Potters base runner, but Cooper snuck back in. Madsen shows the bunt, not surprisingly takes the high fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Still in the third here on a Wine and Wiener Wednesday. Last home game until the 4th of July, which comes up on Saturday night at 6:05. The West Coast Kings here for a PEL matchup. Madsen pulls it back. It's down low. 6:05 started. If you got tickets, you're here. If you don't, you're not. But you can always check us out on Stones Broadcasting Network's YouTube or Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube. We appreciate you checking in with us. We appreciate you following the ball club or the opposing ball club if that's who you happen to be watching for. Just let us know. And we will be here on Saturday at 6:05. Madsen pulls it back again, 3-0. Sunday we'll also be here at 6:05. That's the Healdsburg Boom Packers. The defending champions, defending back-to-back champions, will be here on Sunday. Potters will go there tomorrow for their second game in Healdsburg, but this will be the first time the Boom Packers come here as Dean delivers a strike. They are an excellent ball club. They are an excellent organization. And the two teams always put up a great show when they tangle. And tangle they will as the ball thrown over to first base, but Cooper Smith is back. 1 out here in the inning. Creeping up at third is Martin. Madsen bunts it and under it off himself, I believe. He kind of looked like he was sacrificing in the last moment. He turned it into a drag bunt and bunted it off himself. So it will be 3 balls and 2 strikes when play resumes here as the cinnamon bun lady comes back up the stands and takes her seat. It's got to be a good one when you make 6 dozen cinnamon buns, or cinnamon rolls for the team. 3-2 pitches popped up. Third baseman Martin is calling for it in foul territory, and he'll make the catch. So long road there by Dean, but he came back and got Madsen after going down 3-0. And with 2 outs, Brady Dobson comes to the plate. Brady walked and scored back in the second inning, so he is still at .313 on the season. Dobson takes it just inside. Just missed that inside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Back to first again, Cooper Smith. Chase Christensen playing first. It's Malton at second. It's Marulla at short, and over at third, Martin, Cantor, Guillieri, and Rattler in the outfield for the California Tigers. Dobson pops it up, but that'll get out of play. Brady has a home run. And not a bad place for number 2 right here. Hard throwing right-hander Carter Dean on the mound. He's 87, 88, 89. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch. Dropped it right in there for a strike. Hadn't pulled that one out up to now, and that one was perfect right there. And it's 1-2 on Brady Dobson. Went the fastball, and Brady's all over it. Hammers it to right. Rattler moves back and makes the catch. So hit well, but right at Rattler and right. We go to the 4th. Potter 7, Tiger 6.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of ground.
Top of inning number 4, Jack Guffrin back out on the mound for the Potters. He'll face Max Gillieri, then Chase Christensen and Connor Berkovich. Gillieri is our Dueling Dogs batter, so if he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs at the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill, and he'll foul that one off. 1/3 of the way there are the Potters and the Potter fans, and even the Tiger fans if they're thirsty. I mean, they don't have to like it, the reason it got to be that, but they can still go enjoy the savings. Gillieri 1 for 2 last night. It's a sharp ground ball to the left to Moore. It's under his glove, and that will be safe at first base, and that's going to have to be an error on the second baseman. Third error for the Potters tonight, and Chase Christensen comes up to the plate. The leadoff man has walked and grounded back to the pitcher. Moore going to his left on that one, just didn't get the glove down quite far enough, and Gillieri reaches. Max had flied to right his first time up. Here's Christensen. Beautiful pitch, in for a strike. Right on that outside corner. Chase doesn't necessarily agree, but he'll be fine. He gets back in at 0-1. He's been around a couple times. Got for a nice pitch. That one's in there at 86 for strike 2. Parking lot Potters out in force today. TJ, Double D, and T-Mac with Taffy down there, the official dog of the Potters, and just misses that outside corner for a ball 1-2. So they're all out here, acting like they own the place because they basically do. Hit down to third, handled and then dropped. That's in the left field for a base hit. Throw to second behind the runner, but he is safe. So Christensen is on at first base. Gillieri moves down to second base, and still nobody out in the batter, Connor Berkovich. Todd Miller had that one, but it got through. Just a stab by Shane. Here comes Nick. Nick Kujawski coming out to talk to his pitcher. That is the 6th hit for the Tigers. And we said they had 13 in last night's game. So they put the bat on the ball. Christensen on for the second time. Connor Berkovich, the batter, has walked and popped out to shortstop. And a long talk out there. So I think the umpire's going to say, you know, it's a Wednesday night. I've got shows recorded at home on the DVR, and I want to get to them before it's too late. Let's see if I can figure out what the umpire's watching on streaming. Right, looking at definitely Bosch, stuff like that. Yeah, definitely that kind of stuff. Probably an NCIS fan. So here is Berkovich. Guffrin from the stretch with runners at first and second. Bunts at it down the third base line. It's a beautiful bunt. They're going to let it go foul. Miller stayed back on that one. Guffrin came off the bench, or came off the mound, and fortunately for the Potters, that one had a little bit of roll to it, and it went foul. Perfectly placed by Connor Berkovich, except for the part about rolling foul. Oh, and 1 now on Berkovich. Noah Cantor, who's been a hot hitter for the Tigers in this series, on deck. No bunt on that one, and it's outside, 1-1. Top of the fourth inning here from McBean Stadium. Back and forth affair with the Potters on top at the moment, 7-6, but the Tigers are threatening with 2 on and no out. Berkovich was 2 for 4 in yesterday's game. That is outside for a ball. Two and 1. Potters on the road tomorrow. Go up to Healdsburg to take on the Preen Packers back in PEL action. This is not a PEL game. Tigers, I think, are in the BACL, Bay Area Collegiate League. Just a little bit too low. And then the Potters have Friday off. It will be movie night here if you want to come out to McBean on Friday. 6:30 gates open. It's free to come out and pitch your tent, pitch whatever you got, and get the lawn chairs going. And then the movie at sunset will, there's a strike, will be Rookie of the Year. You like that movie, Statwalker? Rookie of the Year? Yeah, there you go. You kind of look like the guy. You kind of look like the pitcher. The guy who hurt his arm and then got a bionic arm or whatever it is. I don't want to give away the whole story, but, you know. Spoiler alert. 3-2. Fouled off down the right field line. Stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Guffrin looks back at second, 3-2. Sharply down to third. Miller's going to go to second, 4-1. To first, 4-2. Potters pulled a 5-4-3 double play, and we needed it. Going to third is Hilary, but now 2 outs in the inning. Miller, Moore, and McGraw, the 3 M's, working on that one, and here's Noah Cantor. 1 for 2 tonight for Mr. Cantor. He has driven in a run back in the first inning. It's his third of the series. He is 3 for 7 in the 2 games. He's got the tying run 90 feet away. Actually, closer to like 87 right now. Right-handed hitter out of University of Pacific, out in left field for the Tigers, and he'll take high and inside. From Guffrin. 6 hits for the Tigers. Potters have also committed 3 errors in the first 4 innings. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch right there. Pulled the string on it. Off the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. Good time for you now, Evan. I think you could get down there and get your bacon-wrapped hot dog. I'm sure Statwalker can handle the logistics of everything. High fly ball, short right center field. Moving over is Lopez. He calls off the right fielder and makes the catch. So the Potters pull the double play, get out of the inning without a problem. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. They're on top by 1, 7-6.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
Five Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bottom of the fourth inning, Potters on top 7-6. We have a new pitcher. He's number 41. We don't have a number 41. And I think that might be why we have a little discussion going on down the first baseline. And Willie was announcing him and said number 41 and then realized he didn't know who it was and said, oh, he's on the card. And now we're trying to figure out where he is. We think it's Garrett Valdez. Stoutwalker is coming up with names. He doesn't know who's it. He thinks it's Carter Miles. We'll figure it out. We want to give him his props, whoever it is. He's going to pitch to Jordy Lopez. Mr. X will be pitching to Jordy Lopez. We say it is Carter Miles on the mound. And he delivers inside. So he is the third pitcher. Williams went the first inning and 2/3. Then an inning and a third for Vance Moe. And now Carter Miles delivers outside. Lopez takes inside, so it's 3-0 quickly on Jordy Lopez. He's followed by Carson Moore and then Ty McGraw. And it's called strike. 3-1 now on the Potters leadoff hitter out of Elk Grove, California. Came in batting .475 and has flied to right and had a sun-aided double. That is ball 4. So Miles walks Lopez to start the fourth inning and to bring up Carson Moore, who has struck out and reached on an error. Fifth walk given up, make that the sixth walk given up by the Tigers pitchers. And that one is outside to Carson Moore, who came in at .293. So Williams started, then Vance Moe, now Carter Miles. Line drive right at second base. He's going to drop it on purpose to try to get the double play. The umpires never get fooled by that. They're just never fooled. Looks like Sebastian Edwards, Lincoln product, loosening up in the pen for your Lincoln Potters. As Geffron's gone the first 4 innings for the Potters. Moore lines out to second base. You really have to make that you got to really pull that off. You got to be very sly to be able to do that because the umpire is right on you. Here's Ty McGraw. He struck out in the first and then an RBI double in the second. That's his 6th run batted in of the summer. The family is all here. Well, not all of them, but some of them are here. The Gardendale group. Takes a high fastball. 83 from Carter Miles. 1 ball and no strikes. Shane Miller will be next. 50-50 Raffles Sports Athletics Mercado. That's where the pitcher, the coach of Athletics Mercado, was the first pitch thrower, and she just winged a strike. 2-0 now. Willie says that the numbers getting up high on the 50-50. Great crowd out here again tonight. What a great crowd midweek yesterday and tonight. Fantastic turnout. McGraw hits it to center field, hits it well. Gigliari on the move and will make the catch. Didn't have to move very much for that one. 2 outs here in the inning. Still at first base is Jordy Lopez, and Shane Miller's the hitter. He has walked and then an RBI double so far, has Shane. 2 for 3 last night with 2 runs batted in, including a home run. I would be a little bit surprised if Jordy Lopez doesn't take off here from first base, but, you know, maybe Jordy's taking it easy. Gave McGraw a chance to swing the bat. Ty hit the ball hard, but right at Gigliari in center field. Throw over to first base is not in time. Tigers already have another right-hander loosening up. But I'm going to just guess that we don't have his number. That's right behind that. I think that hit him, so Miller will go down to first. He's been on base a lot the last 2 nights. That time being hit by the pitch. Jordy, I think, was planning on taking off, but he'll get down there without a problem, and he'll bring up Mason Belding. Mason walked and grounded to third tonight, so he is 0 for 1, coming off a home run last night for Mr. Belding. There's a fine fellow. He went and got hot dogs for his whole group right there. That's a fine fellow right there. And he got, you know, $2 off each one, so that's a good savings for him as well. So Carter Miles has 2 runners on. He has 2 runners out, or 2 men out, and Belding at the plate. Mason comes in at 257. He also got that first run of the season last night. That went way outside, and Hurley with a nice stab keeps it from going to the backstop. Checks the runner at second. Lopez trying to get up as far as possible. Shortstop trying to keep him close. Down the middle, fouled off by Mason Belding. From Del Oro High School. Comes out of Grass Valley, California. Beautiful country up there. One and one. Lopez getting a fine lead off the second. That's hitting the right center field. It is down for a base hit. Lopez around third. He'll score. And Belding pulls up at first. And here comes the second runner. He'll also try to score, and he will. The throw to second, and Mason is tagged out. So the Potters score twice as Shane Miller just kept on going. The throw came into the infield, and he scored. Belding took off for second. He was thrown out, but the Potters scored twice in the inning. And as we go to the top of the 5th, they lead at 9-6.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
You are laborers rising.
Top of the fifth, the new pitcher, Sebastian Edwards out of Lincoln High School. And he will face Charlie Malton here in the top of the fifth inning. And it is outside. Sebastian from Lincoln at University of Central Arkansas. Jack Guffin went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Popped up left side. Bland going way out. Left fielder coming in, and the left fielder, that is Mays Madsen, will make the catch in fair territory. And since he was the first batter of the fifth inning, the Farmer's Fifth, that's half off of Farmer's Brewing down to the Brick and Barrel Backyard Bar and Grill. And it's nice to mention that because the proprietor, Curtis the Beer Man, and his wife Carmen celebrating their 32nd wedding anniversary right here at McBean Stadium, probably because they couldn't get anybody to run the beer stand. But congratulations to Curtis the Beer Man and Carmen on 32 years. Ground ball foul down the third base line from Nathaniel Hurley, who was flied to center and doubled in a run. So Nathaniel is 1 for 2. Oh and 1 on Hurley. Brent Martin is next. Nice looking pitch inside corner for a strike. Edwards is listed at 6'5", 240. Out of Lincoln High School, the Fighting Zebras. Great baseball tradition over there. No, partially because of Potters manager Eli Garcia and brother Isaiah before him. Part of a couple of section titles. Back in 2015 and 2016. Hit down the left field line and foul again. As Shane Miller learned a lesson. Hurley doubled down the line and his last time up, and he's hit a couple down there, so Shane is right on the line over there, guarding against that double again. And we get the cowbells out for the first time tonight, and they are loud. A lot of fans out here tonight, still milling around, still going down to Fat Cat and getting that $2 off hot dogs, and hopefully sampling that bacon-wrapped hot dog, the specialty of the house for Fat Cat. 1-2 pitch, and chase it, and it's outside 2-2. Almost got him to chase, but Hurley up to the task and held off 2-2. Nathaniel out of Yuba College, the 49ers. Takes inside, skips away from that one. 3-2. Popped up left side. Bland goes out. Madsen comes in. Perrin calls for it. He'll make the catch for the second out. So 2 outs here in the fifth, and Brent Martin, who was singled and grounded out, he does have an RBI on the evening. Left-hand hitting third baseman from Casumas River College. Up here against Sebastian Edwards with Braden Marua, the shortstop on deck. There's Piper the Peacock. Haven't seen much of Piper since the second inning when he lost another race. Ball 1, 1-0. He's got his dance contest coming up pretty soon, so he's getting probably limbered up for that. Hopefully he will acquit himself well, and there he usually does. Chopper over the mound into center field, a base hit. So Martin has his second hit of the night and third of the series. That is hit number 7 for the Tigers, and will bring up Braden Marua, the shortstop, who has reached on a fielder's choice and flied to center. He did get an RBI back in the first inning. He was 3 for 4 last night. So Braden out of Hawaii Pacific up here with a runner at first and 2 out. He's probably got home run power. He's moved the ball pretty well around last night. I think if he gets the right one, he could send it. That one was inside. 1-0. Cooper Smith behind the plate for the Potters tonight, who lead it 9-6 in the top of the 5th inning from McBean Stadium on what is now a perfect night for baseball. No sun problems for anybody. Rua fouls it off. 1-1. Luke Stoutwalker wearing his Michael Bradley USA soccer shirt. And I don't know, no spoilers, but it worked out pretty well for Mr. Bradley tonight. Although there were some hiccups, you know. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edwards delivers outside. Imagine that's a kind of a long delivery out of the stretch. If the Tigers are inclined to maybe send Brent Martin, but don't know if that's what they're all about. 2-1 now on Marua with Jimmy Radler coming on deck. Outfield straightaway and deep for the Tigers shortstop. But Edwards misses with that one outside, so it's 3-1. Three and one. Foul back to the screen, so that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Martin will be going undoubtedly here as Radler retrieves the foul ball. McGraw moves behind the runner. That's popped up. Called at third base by Miller. He'll make the catch. Good inning by Sebastian Edwards. Gives up a hit, but nothing else. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Potters 9, Tigers 6.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. A friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Perrin Bland, the hitter, followed by Cooper Smith and Mace Madsen. They will face Roman Bartosh the right-hander, headed for Cal Poly Pomona. The fourth pitcher for the Tigers, and Perrin Bland fouls it back. Perrin has struck out and grounded to third. Bartosh follows Williams, Moe, and Miles to the pitcher's mound here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Miles, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs. Fastball is in there for a strike at 88 from Bartosh. Bland 0 for 2, 431 coming in for Perrin with a team tying high of 3 home runs. 50-50 raffles already at $1,100. Crazy, crazy times out here. People saving all their money from buying hot dogs and wine, and so they can afford to get some more raffle tickets. So that is going to be a huge prize for somebody because we got a couple innings still to sell. Bland hits it high in the air to left field. Coming on is Cantor. Still coming on, makes the diving try and can't make the play. That turned out it should have been the shortstop's ball, but Maria got out of the way for Cantor, and he could not make the play, and Bland will get himself a single. Just the 5th hit for the Potters tonight, and it'll bring up Cooper Smith. So no sun problems on that one, but Cantor just, I don't know if he called it from way back and thought it was farther out than it was, but he just kept running in and in and in. And Marua looked like he was there, moved out of the way, and the Potters have a run around with nobody out in the 5th. Smith has walked twice. He fouls that one off from Roman Bartosh. Smith 269 coming in, so still 269. As he walked and scored in the second and walked in the third, was stranded at first base in that one. Bland getting a decent lead over at first. Perrin is a threat to steal. They'll throw over there. Chase Christensen manning first base. Wearing number 10 for the California Tigers. Oh and 1 on Cooper. That's just a little bit too high. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Potters catcher from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Utah Tech University, one of the trailblazers at Utah Tech. Bland has that look. He goes, but he slipped, so he's getting back, and the throw won't be in time. Yeah, he was taken off and slipped. The pitch is called a ball, so it's 2-1. And Hurley didn't really catch it. I think he was centering all his attention at second base, and then when he saw that Perrin had slipped and got it back, he just didn't really throw it that hard because he didn't know if Chase Christensen was expecting it. So ends up being a whole bunch of nothing. That's in the dirt. Nice block by Hurley. So it's 3-1. 7 walks or free passes given up by the Tigers pitchers so far tonight. 6 walks and a hit batter. They've also committed 1 error. That was back in the second inning. 3-1 now on Cooper Smith. He lines it to center field. That'll get down in front of Guillieri for a base hit. So Smith singles to center. 2 on, nobody out here in the 5th inning. The 6th hit for the Potters, and Mays Madsen will be the hitter. Mays has been looking to bunt every time he's been up so far tonight, so this is a bunting situation if you're following that line of thinking. He had an RBI ground out in the second and popped up to third in the third, so 0 for 2 for Mays today. He did pick up that RBI, which puts him in double digits for the summer with 10. Martin comes in at third. Mays shows bunt, bunts at it, back to the pitcher, over the pitcher's glove, and it'll be a base hit. It just bounced over the glove of Bartosh. Picked up at second base by Moulton. Nothing he could do, and Madsen has himself a hit. I think his third RBI, or his third bunt single so far of the summer. And with the bases loaded, it'll bring up Brady Dobson. Brady could make a strong claim for player of the game with the Riley rule right here. Okay, I don't think we needed the drum roll, but okay. I like it. Adding a little bit of theatrics, I like that. Good job, Statwalker. Dobson takes the ball, 1-0. Brady has walked and flied to right. Pretty deep right field back in the third inning. He tomahawked a fastball from Mo and was retired. Rattler made the catch in right field. He takes low ball too. Nobody out here in the fifth inning. Potters with a blue single where Perrin Bland dropped it in front of the left fielder. Then Smith a solid single to center, and Mays Madsen a beautiful bunt, which eluded the pitcher and allowed him to reach base. Dobson hits it high in the air to left field. Cantor is there. Makes the catch. The tag by Bland. The throw is a little off line, and everybody's going to advance as that throw gets away. So not a mistake by the Tigers on that one as Bland scores from third. It's a sacrifice fly for Madsen, for Dobson. But the throw to the infield allows Smith to go to third and Madsen to go to second. Potters now on top 10-6, and here's Jordy Lopez. So Jordy has a chance for a couple more RBI. He has 2 in the game. He has doubled and walked and flied to right. Here's Bartosh's pitch is hit into center field. That'll be a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one around. The throw by Gillieri is beautiful, but a little too late. And Lopez will go to second. Now he's going to go to third as the ball gets away, and Jordy will stand up at third base with 2 RBIs, and the Potters now leading 12-6. Lopez gets himself a couple more runs batted in, goes to second on the throw, and the third one, the throw is mishandled at home plate, and he is at third now. Potters have scored 3 times in the inning, and we're going to have a meeting at the mound with the manager of the Tigers, as the fact that they misplayed the ball earlier and allowed the runners to go second and third factors into that play, and they make a misplay there, and then that makes Jordy, who had already taken second on the throw to the plate, which was on line by Gillieri, just a little bit too late. And it got away from Hurley, and Jordy goes down to third. Carson Moore, the hitter. As they break up the talk at the mound, Potters have scored 3 times. Still just 1 out, and here's Carson Moore, who struck out, reached on an error, and lined out to second base. Carson from San Diego State University hails from Cameron Park, California. He has 11 runs batted in on the season, and Jordy Lopez is waiting 90 feet away. Moore takes outside. 1-0. Activity looks like a left-hander in the pen for the Tigers. I would be so surprised if we got that number. There's a nice pitch right there. It's a strike. Could be Zach Grabowski. Yeah, it's a left-hander. Isaiah Williams, the only other left-hander on their roster that we got, and he's already pitched today. So Zach, the only left-hander left on the roster, which doesn't necessarily mean it's him. That's another nice pitch at 90 miles an hour from Roman Bartosh, and he is ahead in the count 1-2 to Carson Moore with Ty McGraw to come after him. And that is just a little outside. Bartosh wishing he got that call, but it was outside. Statwalker, if you want the cinnamon roll, go ahead and help yourself right there. There's 6 dozen of them in the locker room. So we got plenty. Moore takes high and outside, 3-2. 12-6, we're in the 5th. Potters trying to sharpen up the game for the rest of the season. The PEL, I think every game now is in the PEL after tonight. And it starts tomorrow in Healdsburg against the Prune Packers. Potters at 6-4, 2 games behind the Prune Packers and the Humboldt Crabs in the PEL. Off-speed pitch is fouled back. So they are both 7-2. So technically, I guess the Potters will be a game and a half back. But the Crabs are 7-2. The Prune Packers are 7-2. Moore takes high, ball 4. So he works himself a walk after being in the hole. First and third for the Potters. Still just 1 out, and here is Ty McGraw. So it is Zach Grabowski that is warming up in the pen out of Delta College. Ty has struck out, had an RBI double, and flied to center, or lined to center. Hit the ball right on the nose, but right at Gillieri in center field back in inning number 4. He's back here in inning number 5 with 2 on and 1 out. Fastball is in there for a call strike. 0-1. McGraw from Gardendale, Alabama, Troy University. And his second year with the Potters. Nice breaking pitch in there for a strike. 0-2. On McGraw. He's followed by Shane Miller. There goes the runner, and they're going to let him go. Sliding into second is Carson Moore, so that takes the force off. It's a big stolen base right there. Makes the double play seemingly out of order, at least a regular one. Count now 1-2 on Ty McGraw. Swung on and line down the right field line. That's a fair ball. 2 runs will score. McGraw headed to second. He might be thinking about third. No, he is thinking about third. The throw on a hop, he is in there. A 2-run triple for Ty McGraw. It's a 14-6 game Potters. Doesn't get a lot of triples, I imagine. He has now 3 runs batted in on the night. He has a double and a triple. Potters have scored 5 times in the inning. And that'll bring up Shane Miller. He has walked, he has doubled, he has been hit by a pitch. So Miller, the 8th batter in the inning. Still just 1 out. Pops it up. Third baseman Martin is calling for it. He'll get, it's in fair territory, and he makes the catch. So 2 outs. And Mason Belding will be the 9th batter of the inning. Mason has walked, grounded to the third, and singled, and then he was thrown out trying to get to second base back in the 4th inning. He has 2 runs batted in on the night. He now has double digits with 10. So Mason up here. Down at third is Ty McGraw. Potters have batted around here in the 5th inning. Belding lifts that one down the left field canter, giving a little ground, but he seems to have a beat on it. And he'll make the catch for the out. But the Potters score 5 times in the 5th. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Potters 14, Tigers 6.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 6 from McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the Engineer, and it is a Potters lead 14-6. Austin Chang is the new pitcher. The young man out of Roseville High School, a NorCal champion, section champion with the Tigers, and he is undecided over his college choice, but he will be facing Jimmy Radler, Max Gillieri, and Chase Christensen as Sebastian Edwards goes 1 inning, gives up a hit and no runs. Radler, who is singled and struck out, up here for his 3rd time, and Chang delivers a strike. Potters with the big inning tonight, 7 in the 2nd and 5 in the 5th. Hit sharply out to second, big hop for Carson Moore. He waits and throws to first for the out. So Radler is retired 4-3 in your scorebook. 1 out, and Max Gillieri, who's flied to right and reached on an error. Max was 1 for 2 last night. He came on in the 6th inning. Tonight he's starting in center field. He is the Dueling Dogs batter, so if he strikes out, it's half off Dueling Dogs. Chang's first pitch is outside. A Wine and Wiener Wednesday. I got to think that the hot dog inventory down at Fat Cat's got to be severely depleted over the activity that I saw. That's fouled off. You never got your bacon wrapped dog, did you? Sorry, Evan the Engineer. You deserve it for your efforts. Willie's got the mixtape. He got the big dogs out tonight. He really wants to get 50% off. That is just outside. You got 50% off with Farmers back in the Farmers 5th. And you do get $2 off of wine pours and half off sangria. So there's stuff going on, you know. Fouled off back to over the screen. So it's 2-2, just 1 strike away. Now he's bringing out the yappy dogs to try to annoy the batter. Interesting psychology, Willie. Sometimes we'll bring out the big dogs with 2 strikes to kind of just intimidate. That one is not a strike. Let's just leave it at that and not talk about it again. We'll pretend it never happened. Full count on Gillieri. Max coming out of West Valley College. I believe they're the Vikings. There you go. Now Willie's got the big dogs coming out. He's alternating yappers and big dogs. Swings and misses. Throw down to first base to make it official, and that's half off Dueling Dogs. Willie does it again with that mixtape of dogs, and somehow he makes it work. Chang gets the strikeout, 2 outs in the inning, and here's Chase Christensen. Chase has walked, singled, and grounded back to the pitcher. up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th inning. Chang threw the breaking ball, and it was wickedly effective to get strike 3. And here's Christensen, and he'll take a strike on the inside corner. Oh, and 1 on Chase. 1-1 on Chase. He's been on various teams against the Potters. I would say the last maybe 3 summers, 2 or 3 summers. Very familiar name. Breaking ball stays a little high. 2-1. There's Martine, one of the great Potter fans, one of the great Stones McCoy supporters. A Stones McCoy fan indeed is Martine. That is ball 3. Just a little bit too low on that one. Cry goes up for more cowbell on 3-1, as it often does. And ball 4. So Christensen is on again. He's walked twice now and singled. He'll go down to first with 2 outs. And Connor Berkovich, who has walked, popped to short, and hit into a double play, will be the hitter. Actually, we got a pinch hitter. That's Mike LaPlaca. So LaPlaca is batting for Berkovich here in the 6th. And he will take over in the DH spot. So Connor was 0 for 2, did score a run in this one. And here's LaPlaca out of University of the Pacific as well. He started yesterday in the first game of the series. Chang delivers low and outside. Yesterday, Mike was 0 for 2, and he was replaced by Max Gilieri. So 0 for 2 in the series for the right-hander. And he'll come on for Berkovich here in the 6th. Chopper down the third baseline, foul. Evens it up at 1-1. Christensen at first, 2 outs here in the 6th. Throw go over to first base. See, this is where I'd be a bad coach, Evan, because it's like an 8-run lead. I'd say, let the guy, I don't care what the guy at first base does. I don't care if he puts up a card table and starts playing cards. Just leave him alone. Just go after the batter. And LaPlaca lines that ball out of play over where the parking lot Potters used to hang out back in the day. Double D and TJ and T-Mac with Dog Taffy are all here tonight, but they're not out queuing and stuff like they were in the old days when they put together some of the great spreads of all time. They used to feed us all the time up here. Runner goes, swung on and missed, and Chang has a couple of strikeouts here in the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters on top, 14-6.
Hey, baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings game, or Ringling Brothers Circus. All proceeds benefit the Big Swing Capital Campaign. You can buy now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Hey everyone, this is Alex with the Downtown Lincoln Association. We're super excited to kick off Lincoln Loves Local, a new campaign designed to spotlight amazing businesses that make Lincoln so unique. We partnered with Dalila from UN Social Agency to create short, high-quality videos that help boost your visibility and reach right here in the Lincoln community. Each video will be shared on DLA's social media and newsletter, making it easy for locals to discover and support your business. So let's celebrate what makes Lincoln special together.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater.
Bottom of inning number 6, the new pitcher is Zach Grabowski, the left-hander out of Delta College. He will come on to face Perrin Bland, Cooper Smith, and Mays Madsen. And if you were watching Evan's pictures during the commercial break there, you saw one of the all-time great dizzy bat races of all time. Well, that's kind of redundant again. There was a lot of falling, a lot of lurching, a lot of falling over each other. And Paige, who was out there running the whole show, gets credit for it all, so she gets to move to the top of the intern rankings. I mean, first of all, she brings the vanilla caramel cake today, and then she runs a dizzy bat race that results in chaos and carnage. That's a great day for an intern right there. Bland swings and misses, 1 and 2. Perrin is singled, grounded out, and struck out. So he's 1 for 3 in tonight's affair. He singled back in the 5th inning and later scored a run. Grabowski, the 5th pitcher for the California Tigers. And Aaron hits a line drive. It's going to stay up, though, I think, and Gillieri will make the catch about waist high in deep center field. So 1 out, and here is Cooper Smith. 50-50 is up to $1,250. We had a great dizzy bat race. The Potters are leading. It's still a Wine and Wiener Wednesday. $2 off of wine, $2 off of hot dogs, half-price sangria. Somehow, some way, the world is going to find a way to get Evan a bacon-wrapped hot dog. Grounder out to shortstop. And over to first for the out. That is Cooper Smith with the ground out. So 6-3 there. And that brings up number 24, Jackson Norton. So Norton will bat for Madsen. Mays was 1 for 3. He scored a run. He drove in a run. So a hit, a run, and an RBI for Mays Madsen. And here's Jackson Norton, who I think has 2 home runs. He might have 3 home runs. He is out of Sacramento, California, and St. Mary's College. He's up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the 6th. And he takes a strike. Grabowski, another one of those tall California Tigers. I'm going to give him 6'6" or 6'7" as well. Because Isaiah Williams, who started today, was 6'6". The starter last night was 6'7", William Glancy. And Grabowski also tall. Swing and a miss by Norton, 0-2. Williams, Moe, Miles, Bartosh, and now Grabowski for the Tigers as we are in the 6th inning. Norton swings and misses, and Grabowski has an effective 6th inning. We'll go to the 7th. Potters 14, Tigers 6.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5-Star treats us like we're not.
Top of inning number 7. Noah Cantor will be the first hitter, followed by Charlie Malton and Nathaniel Hurley against Austin Chang in for his second inning of work. Jack Guffrin started, went 4 innings, gave up 6 hits and 4 earned runs. And then Edwards an inning, just a hit, no runs. And now Chang in his second inning, he struck out 2 and walked 1 in his first inning back in the 6th. And he delivers a strike. 0-2 quickly to Noah Cantor, who singled in a run in the first and flied to center in the second and the 4th. Product of University of the Pacific. Lines one into right field, that'll be a base hit. His second hit of the night, his 4th hit of the series. Hit number 8 for the Tigers. They had 13 in yesterday's game, even though they just managed 3 runs. And that'll bring up Charlie Malton. Charlie is reached in an air, singled and fly to left. Batting in the number 4 spot for the Tigers. With Cantor over at first base, short lead by Noah. Chang delivers, it's a ball, 1-0. A little bit too low for Austin Chang out of Roseville. Potters on the road tomorrow. They take on the Healdsburg Prune Packers as Chang goes over to first base with that one. And Friday is an off night for the Potters. Not for McBean Stadium, though, because we're hosting Rookie of the Year. It's movie night at McBean. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 6:30 the gates open. No charge. Come on out. Bring the lawn chairs. When we can show you the movie, we'll show you the movie, and it's Rookie of the Year. The 90s classic. Cult classic, I guess, is closer. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's rounded down to third. That's a tough play for Miller. He's going to go across the diamond and whips it across for the out. Cantor goes to second base, but Miller throws out Malton for the first out of the 7th, and Nathaniel Hurley is the next hitter. The catcher has flied to center, doubled in a run, and then popped out to shortstop. Hurley, another tall guy. He's a catcher. Usually you don't get the real tall catchers, but Daniel's got some height on him out of Yuba College. Pops it up right side. That might be a tough play as McGraw going way out. McGraw in foul territory makes the catch. Beautiful play by Ty McGraw. Gets it into third in case the runner wanted to tag. That is a really fine play by Ty McGraw, going back, looking over his shoulder on a ball that's slicing away from him into the bullpen area and making the catch for the second out. And here's Brent Martin. Couple of hits for the third baseman tonight, an RBI. So that you don't hear that every day. The 50-50 group is almost out of tickets to sell. They've reached $1,300, which may be the record this year. I don't know. That's up there. Top 3 for sure as Martin settles in at the plate. Hits it high and deep into right center field. Lopez giving chase. And he'll make the catch right in front of the wall out in right center field. So Martin hit it very well, but the wrong part of the ballpark. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters fans stretching easy with a 14-6 lead.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
We've made it to the bottom of the 7th here at McBean Stadium. Mark the Phantom Low along with Evan the Engineer. Zach Grabowski back out on the mound. He went 1-2-3 in the 6th inning. He'll face Brady Dobson, then Jordy Lopez and Carson Moore. Dobson has a walk, a sac fly, and a fly out. And he fouls off the first pitch from Grabowski, who comes to us out of Delta College. 0-1 on Brady. He comes to us from Lincoln High in Stockton and then Cal State Fullerton. Swings and misses. 0-2 on Brady. Comes in at 313. Picked up RBI number 9 with a sacrifice fly back in the 5th inning. He does have a home run on the season. And that is called strike 3. Grabowski with his second straight strikeout and second of the evening. And with 1 out, it's Jordy Lopez's turn. Lopez has flied to right. He has doubled in 2 runs. He has walked and he has singled in 2 runs. So a couple of hits, a walk, 3 runs scored, and 4 runs driven in for Jordy Lopez tonight. He came in at 475. It's a ground ball into the hole, into right field, a base hit. So Lopez picks up his 3rd hit of the night. He has unofficially taken over the RBI lead from Perrin Bland, who has 22. Now Lopez with 4 tonight has 23. And here's Carson Moore. That is hit number 10 for the Potters. Carson is struck out, reached on an error, lined out, and walked. He has scored twice tonight out of Cameron Park, California, and San Diego State. Grabowski delivers, and that's lined foul over the Sabores to Mexico 10 over there, which was super busy last night with $2 with a Taco Tuesday. Pretty busy tonight, too. I saw a lot of tacos and quesadillas coming out of there, nachos as well, but it was Fat Cats night on a Wine and Wiener Wednesday. 0-1 now on Carson. Right down the middle, strike 2. 0-2. Moore steps out. I think he didn't really think it was right down the middle, so a little bit over to the side, a little bit. But still a strike. There goes the runner. The pitch is called a ball, and the ball comes out of Hurley's hand while he was going to throw it. Lopez gets himself a stolen base. Adds to his stat total for the night, the stat stuffer. 3 hits, 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in, and a stolen base. And a great catch out in center field as well. Grabowski with Nathaniel Hurley behind the plate. Steps off to recalibrate. And Moore stays alive, but reaching out and fouling that one back to the screen. Ty McGraw comes out to retrieve. Umpire gets a new supply of baseballs, courtesy of Johnny Camacho. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Carson Moore. Lopez at second. He's going to third. It's outside and low. And Hurley again loses control of it as Lopez puts another stolen base in that column. And it's now 2-2 on Carson Moore, and Carson has a chance to pick up RBI number 12. Unless Jordy decides to steal home on his own. Breaking balls foul away. Right over by Sabores to Mexico. Watch out. 2-2. We're back here on Saturday night, the 4th of July. 6:05, the first pitch against the West Coast Kings. A lot of pageantry on that evening, of course. Moore fouls it off again. Join us online if you can't be here in person, as that game was announced as a sellout, I think, like a week ago. And thanks to the fans, Potter and otherwise, that are coming out to check that one out and see the fireworks. I understand that is a big factor. 2-2 again, outside, 3-2. Moore did this last time he was in the hole, 0-2 and 1-2, and worked it all the way to a base on balls. He'll try to do it again with Ty McGraw coming up next. Moore takes high, ball 4. So again, tough working a walk by Carson Moore. He'll go down to first. If you look down in the Potters bullpen, it looks like a meeting of the elders or something. I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know what that is. That's like a review committee or something that's just got their arms folded. It's some sort of organization down there. I don't think that's even the Potter. I think somebody's having a meeting or something. Here's McGraw, who's got a double and a triple, and he's driven in 3 runs tonight. And there's a throw over to first by Grabowski, trying to get Carson Moore leaning the wrong way, and wasn't successful. I think that's a poster. Somebody's got to take a picture. That's a poster. That's the committee. Just watching one guy warm up. I mean, that's maybe how scouts are when they're standing there watching you. There goes the runner. McGraw takes high, and Carson will scamper into second base. Uncontested with the stolen base. Just 1 out here in the inning. McGraw pops it up. Short left field, Cantor comes in. He calls for it. Morea's going to make the play. The tag at third. Lopez is going to try to score on a hop, and he will score. It gets away from the catcher. So Lopez scores, gets McGraw a sacrifice fly. McGraw has 4 RBIs. Lopez has 4 runs scored. And moving to third is Carson Moore. 15-6 Potters, 2 outs, and here is Shane Miller. Looks like Ethan Johnson has come out on deck to bat for Belding in the DH spot. Miller takes a strike. He's walked, he's doubled in a run, he's been hit by a pitch, and he's popped out to third. So 1 for 2, he scored 2 and driven in 1. Now 7 runs batted in on the season. 4 of those 7 in the last 2 nights. Grabowski outside with that pitch. That's a line drive into right field, a base hit. And Miller's got another RBI. 2 on the night for Shane. Potters have put 2 up on the board. They lead at 16-6, and Ethan Johnson will be the hitter. Batting for Mason Belding. Belding was 1 for 3, and he drove in 2 and scored 1. So Ethan Johnson out of San Jose, California, will come up to take the place of Mr. Belding and slide into that DH spot if it comes up again. Now we're going to have a meeting at the mound here. Nathaniel Hurley going out to talk to Zach Grabowski. Perrin Bland on deck. And I think it's time to break this up, fellas. Ump, let's go, buddy. Come on. Come on, Ump. There you go. $13.50 in the pot for the 50-50 tonight. That is a huge chunk of cash. So here's Johnson. He has a home run on the season. I think Ethan was starting last night. He's up against the left-hander Grabowski. And check swing, he went around for a strike. Yeah, Johnson last night was 0 for 3, came in last night at 302. He has a home run and has driven in 7 on the summer out of University of Missouri. Swings and misses at that breaking ball. A sweep in there for an 0-2 count now. Potters with 11 hits on the evening and 16 runs. Swing and a miss, and Johnson's out. They'll have to throw it to first to make it official. And they do. The Potters score a pair in the 7th. We go to the 8th inning, and the Potters are on top 16-6.
You are Laborers Rising. And now you understand where we came from, what solidarity means, and what we have ahead of us. No one's going to defend us but us. No one's going to help construction workers except us. And I can't wait to see you out there.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 8, Potters on top 16-6. We got the winner finally of the 50-50. They kept wanting to say new ticket, but I knew the winner was out there. He's down there collecting his winnings right now. Congratulations, young fella. As another young fella, Daniel Aceto, is on the mound for the Potters out of Lincoln High and attends Lassen College. He'll face Brandon Maria, then Jimmy Radler and Max Gillieri here in the 8th inning. There's a strike. Austin Chang, 2 innings, just 1 hit. He walked 1 and struck out 2. They're the Cougars, the Lassen College Cougars. Of course I know that. My son went to Shasta. They played Lassen all the time. The Shasta Knights. Lifted into left center field. Jackson Norton on the move. And he'll make the catch. So 1 out here in the 8th inning, and that will bring up Jimmy Radler. A single, a strikeout, and a ground out for Jimmy. No, we've got a pinch hitter, number 21. That looks like Carter Harrison. So Carter Harrison comes on to hit for Jimmy, who was 1 for 3. Harrison played last night. Second baseman was 1 for 3 and drove in a run. He takes that one outside for a ball. Carter out of Centralia College. He's up here with 1 out in the 8th inning, and the Potters on top 16-6, trying to win their 23rd game of the season. There is ball 2. Two and 0. And we got a glove malfunction here for Cooper Smith. And the glove guy brought a new glove out. Two and 0. Three and 0. That one sails outside. And out on a 1 hop to second base, Carson Moore over to first. Harrison is retired, so 2 outs quickly here in the 8th inning for Daniel Aceto. And Max Gillieri, the next scheduled hitter, the center fielder. We're at number 23. Max is flied to right, he's reaching an air, and he struck out. That was back in the 6th inning. And got 50% off Dueling Dogs. I think maybe Max did it on purpose to get guys because they're thirsty. Outside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. He's going to swing, but it came too far inside, and he did not. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Guffrin started, went 4 innings. Then Edwards, Chang, and now Aceto. There's a slow chopper out toward second. Pitcher not going to get it. Either is Carson Moore. It'll be an infield single for Gillieri. Nothing anybody could do about that one. It just hit the perfect speed so that no one could get it. That will be hit number 9 on the night for the Tigers. First one for Max, and here's Chase Christensen. Chase has a walk and a couple of walks and a single and a ground out, so he's 1 for 2. He scored a run. Aceto's pitch inside, almost got a piece of Chase Christensen, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. That one in the dirt, 2-0. Tigers scored 4 times in the first inning, then 2 in the third. Potters 7 in the second, 2 in the fourth, and 5 in the fifth, and then 2 more in the seventh. That one is in there for a strike. So 2-1 now on Chase Christensen, playing at first base for the Tigers in the leadoff spot. Another breaking ball hit right back off the glove of the pitcher. Runs it down, throws to first, and gets him at first base. Ty McGraw somehow stays on the bag and makes the out. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Potters on top 16-6.
Buy a personalized brick for you, your loved ones, or your business, and show everyone your commitment to Lincoln baseball. Framed and engraved by our own Lincoln High Ag program students, your brick will be featured on unique movable brick walls. Find your name in the stadium entrance for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Then visit your brick in its permanent home inside the stadium. Bricks can be purchased here for $250. Get it now at friendsofmcbean.org.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, president of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the
Bottom of the 8th, first batter is Perrin Bland, and then Cooper Smith and Jackson Norton against the new pitcher, who's Christian Bahan, wearing number 5. He is the 6th pitcher for the Tigers. Williams, Moe, Miles, Bartosh, Grabowski, and Bahag. Grabowski, 2 innings pitched. Bland hits it deep to left field. If it stays fair, it is a fair ball. Home run, Perrin Bland. Just a bullet down the left field line. Was just watching the umpire. He gave the signal, and P. Bland has his 4th home run. '23rd RBI, back into a tie with Jordy Lopez. That one just got out of here real fast. It had somewhere to be, so it got out of here real fast. And that will bring up Cooper Smith. So Baha greeted very rudely by Mr. Bland, who's usually much more hospitable than that, his dad being a mayor and everything, but no welcome mat on that one. So here's Smith. Cooper takes outside. He's walked twice, singled and grounded to short. Scored twice as well. The catcher out of Coeur d'Alene. That is in there for a strike. One ball, one strike on Coop. In the dirt, 2-1. Nathaniel Hurley still behind the plate for the California Tigers. That one just misses outside. Carter Harrison hit for Rather, so we're going to put Carter out in right field. Check swing by Cooper Smith, and he takes that one. It's a ball. He walks for the third time tonight. Here's Jackson Norton. Jackson came on to bat for Mace Madsen in the sixth and struck out, so he's 0 for 1 so far tonight. Chopper foul. Down over by the Tigers dugout. 0-1 on Jackson out of Sacramento, California, and St. Mary's College. Smith with a very short lead over at first base. And that is a high fastball. 1-1. Brady Dobson scheduled next for the Potters. In the dirt. Two and one. Norton with a couple of home runs on the summer already. Swings and misses at that one. Thought he was going to get another one right there. And it is now 2-2 on Jackson. Check swing, did he go? They are saying he did. So Norton is out on strikes for the first out here in the eighth inning, and Brady Dobson will be the hitter. Lincoln High and Stockton and Cal State Fullerton for Brady Dobson, who's walked, flied to right, hit a sac fly, and struck out. Left-hand hitting right fielder. Came in at .313 on the season. Picked up RBI number 9. Baja delivers the fastball outside and high. One and 0. Potters up 17-6 as the breaking ball misses outside. 2-0. They're on the road, are the Potters. Tomorrow, going to Healdsburg to take on the Prune Packers. Got to be sharp for that one. It's back to PEL play. Then they have a day off on Friday before entertaining the West Coast Kings on the 4th of July right here at McBean. Swing and a miss by Dobson. That is a 6:05 first pitch on all these channels. YouTube channels of Stones Broadcasting Networks and Lincoln Potters Baseball. If you can't be here, we hope you can make it, but you had to show some foresight and get some tickets. Dobson pops that up, it'll get out of play. Because it's sellout city on the 4th of July here. Great fireworks display, all kinds of stuff going on. We'll have all the vendors out here that night, I hope. Papa's Coffee Company. Get the waffle, your waffle people, Evan. Dobson takes call, strike 3. Second strikeout. There's our player of the game, Paige the intern. She had the vanilla caramel cake that she made, and then she also conducted a tremendous dizzy bat race in the 6th inning, which had 2 people lurching around like they had no idea where they were, which is the whole point of the whole thing. Here's Jordy Lopez looking for ho-hum, another 4-hit night. Takes the ball. He's flied to right, then he doubled in 2 runs, walked, singled in 2 runs, and then singled and scored. He scored 4 times. He's driven in 4 runs. He has 3 hits and 3 stolen bases. And takes a ball. Two outs, 1 on here. Perrin Bland led off the inning with the home run down the left field line. Just a laser down that left field line. That one could have caught the corner, and it did. 2-1. Jordy said, I didn't want that one anyway. The guy who sang Friends in Low Places, which is a tradition here in the 8th inning. I'm not saying he was on key or anything or in tune or anything like that, but he was entertaining. That's outside. And I think that's the point. Singing is hard because if you're doing it and you know you're not good, that takes some courage, my friend. But it's Potters, so nothing really happens. It's like Las Vegas. What happens at McBean stays at McBean. Lopez swings and misses, goes down to one knee. Poses a little bit. The young man out of Elk Grove, California, who came in at 475, and they have that average up over 500 again, where he was living for quite some time earlier in the summer. Full count from Christian Baja. And he lifts one in the left field. That's dropped in for a base hit. What a surprise. All the way to third and safe is Smith. And Lopez says, you know what, I'll just keep going, if you don't mind. He has another single, goes to second on the throw. Another 4-hit night for Jordy. Moving into third base was Cooper Smith, who was running on the pitch. Second and third, and now here's Carson Moore, who's come up with runners at scoring position the last few times and worked walks both times after getting in the hole 0-2. Second hit of the inning for the Potters. 12th of the night for Lincoln. And here's Carson, who is 0 for 3, and he scored 3 times. Ty McGraw on deck. Looks like Gerald Hansen has come on deck to bat for Ty McGraw. And Moore takes outside. 2-0 on Carson. So, oft-times pitcher Gerald Hansen is in the on-deck circle to bat for Ty McGraw. And Moore takes outside again. 3-0. Moore chops it foul. Oh, Hansen's been replaced by the original scheduled hitter, Ty McGraw, in the on-deck circle. So Hansen may have been a decoy on-deck hitter. And you see that all the time at the higher levels. Hit sharply out by second. Nice play out there. And thrown to first by Malton. That was a hit hard by Carson Moore. Malton throws him out at first. Potter score a run on the Bland home run. We go to the ninth. They're on top 17-6.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
baseball fans, you may have noticed our scoreboard goes out from time to time. You can help us get a new one. Give $20 and get a chance at winning 2 tickets to some of the region's biggest events, like the Outlaw Festival with Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and John Mellencamp, a Sacramento Kings.
Now on the mound for the Potters, number 11, Dylan Schmidt. He will face, looks like Mike LaPlaca. And the first pitch is a ball. So Aceto goes 1 inning, gives up 1 hit and nothing else. Chopper down the third base line, foul. Potters pitchers, Edwards, Chang, and Aceto, 4 innings, just 3 hits, and no runs. They put 5 straight zeros up on the board since the 5th inning. Actually, Guffrin finished it off with the scoreless 4th, and then the relievers took over. Schmidt inside of LaPlaca. It was Edwards for an inning, then it was Chang for 2, then Aceto for 1. They went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, walked 1, and struck out 2. And now it's Dylan Schmidt to try to seal it. We call it a seal, me and Evan do. Check swing, and it's in there for a strike. It's not a save, it's just kind of just sealing the deal. So 2-2. LaPlaca, Cantor, and Malton here in the 9th. Golfs that one down the right field line, out of play. LaPlaca came on for Connor Berkovich at the DH spot back in the 6th. Berkovich was 0 for 2 and scored a run back in the 1st inning after walking. LaPlaca with the strikeout in his only appearance. Fastball just misses outside. 3-2. Potters on the road tomorrow, back here on Saturday. Don't forget Friday. Want to bring the family out and watch a movie at McBean Stadium? You can do that. 6:30 the gates open. It's movie night. Rookie of the Year is the film. Chopper on right side. Moore will wait for it to take the last bounce and then throw it over to Ty McGraw at first for the out. Bring the lawn chairs. Movie starts at sunset or whenever we can show the movie, basically, is what happens there. And it'll be a nice night. Come out for the kind of the calm before the storm for you, your family, and also for McBean Stadium as it gets crazy in the next 24 hours. Even Evan, the intern, knows it gets crazy on 4th of July here in Lincoln. And he's from Bella Vista. So, I mean, I don't know what the Broncos did on 4th of July, but it's not like here. You know, it's probably a little more refined. Check swing by Noah Cantor. He takes outside. He's got a couple of hits and a couple of flyouts to center field. 4 for 9 in the series with 3 runs batted in. Impressive hitter out of UOP, playing left field for the Tigers. And he'll take down low, 2-0. Dylan Schmidt, we should say, is from Roseville, California, and Cal State San Marcos, which I don't know their mascot. And right now, you think it's the Cougars, huh? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, the Cougars. Falcons, Eagles, Cougars. I tried to tell that to Luke Stoutwalker. He wants to go with his Bulldogs. Well, yeah, in Division I, but there's many, 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 many more schools in Division I, Mr. Stoutwalker. On one hop to Moore. Carson takes the appropriate time, makes the appropriate throw, and we are 1 out away from putting this one in the books, and that out could be Charlie Malton. 2 outs. We might have a pinch hitter. Sam Hurley is going to come up to the plate. So Hurley will bat for Charlie Malton. He'll take a ball. Sam comes to us from Yuba College. Charlie was 1 for 4 while I was in there, did score 2 runs and did drive in a run. That one bends in, but just a little bit too low, so it's 2-0. Inside, did he get a piece of him? Nope, I guess not. 3-0. Nathaniel Hurley on deck. So 2 Hurleys in a row. Potentially. Odds are they're probably related. Yeah, odds are. Takes a strike, so it's 3-1. Three and 1 to the pinch hitter, Sam Hurley. Cowbell's still ringing in the top of the 9th. And Hurley slices it over by the Potters dugout, and we are at last strike territory here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dylan Schmidt trying to get the seal here. Uh-oh, there's the last strike guy. Where'd he come from? Well, he's doing a good job. He's got the fans on their feet here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And fouled off again. Let's see if he can do it again. You can't just give up last strike guy after 1 foul ball. Let's go. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Let's go. There you go. Now you're talking. He's a little sporadic is his problem. He's got to keep that energy going. But he's got the crowd working it, so there you go. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The last strike guy does it again. That's your ball game. Your final score is the Potters 17 and the Tigers 6. Your winner pitcher, Jack Uffren, he gets his first win. Vance Moe was the losing pitcher. Looking at a couple of the Potters, obviously Jordy Lopez, fantastic night. 4 for 5, 4 runs, and 4 runs batted in. Shane Miller back again, 2 for 3. He scored twice and drove in 2. And also give the Potters relievers, as we said, Schmidt, Aceto, Chang, and Edwards. They combined for 5 innings. They gave up no runs and struck out 4. So great job by the Potters and the Potters relievers. But our player of the game today is the guy from Gardendale, Alabama. He was 2 for 4. He scored a run and he drove in 4 and made a great play at first base. Our player of the game tonight is Ty McGraw, coming out of Gardendale, Alabama. Congratulations to Ty and all the McGraw family. Thank you for checking in with us today. Again, we are back on Saturday, the 4th of July, 6:05 first pitch on all these same channels you want to like and you want to subscribe. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Evan the Engineer, thank you for watching. We will see you next time.
No longer sees it with her sleeping eyes, and I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties, and I wouldn't wanna break them. I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world, please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. We're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like those trees down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all those silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. I know you're something like a bird within her sang.